I regret to inform you that the journos are at it again. This is an archive link to a Kotaku article, because I hate Kotaku, I won't give any clicks. Halo Infinite's campaign opening is awful. It's from John Walker. Now the thing is, John Walker's been writing about games for a long time, so you think he would be at least knowledgeable enough to not be uh, terrible. But no, he is. He basically is complaining that the opening level or levels or so of Halo Infinite's campaign took him a few hours. And it's like, dude, it shouldn't have took you more than 30 or 45 minutes at the most. Now, I guess it depends. I mean, if you're the type to kind of go scrounging around every single corner trying to look for collectibles and all that kind of stuff, maybe. I guess I could see it, but that's your fault, not the game's. You know, it's if you play the way you're supposed to, so to speak. I mean, the way most people would play. In other words, is what I'm saying. Then it doesn't. It's not going to take you that long. You know, he talks about it's like that someone remembered the Elder Scrolls 4's Oblivion's opening sewers and thought, I wish that could have lasted a billion times longer. Which number one, it's like, well, what's I mean, do you hate corridors that much? Are you claustrophobic or something? What the hell? Anyway, whatever. Basically, just talking about this is in fact a calamitous attempt at a cold open that succeeds only in alienating about 90% of its potential Game Pass driven audience. I don't know about that. I think I don't know if you guys have played Halo Infinite. I have. I think it's good for I mean, it all depends. I'm not a huge first person shooter guy in terms of like Halo. I mean, I've always more into like Battlefield and that kind of stuff. Used to be, not so much anymore because a more recent Battlefield game doesn't been all that good. But anyway, but he mentions here a few times that it takes him a couple hours. Here's you know there's a yeah, but this is an effect that can be achieved because he's talking about you step out from the bleak darkness of an enclosed space and blink, 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 and all the sunlight call it green. But this is an effect that can be achieved with just 5 or 10 minutes a quarter, not 2 miserable hours. Like, how did that take you that long? I really don't get that. Like, again, like I said, it shouldn't have took more than 30 or 45 minutes. Hell, even guys in the comments are dunking on him about that. It's freaking ridiculous. But anyway, then he talks about, blah, 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 that multiplayer, all that shit, whatever. You know, and now again, I'll admit, that, okay, if you only got a small amount of time, I can understand being frustrated. I can understand being like, God damn it. Because one of the things he complains about in this article is that when you're playing a game, and it'll sit there and basically take control away from you for a cutscene, or sometimes because they have to do a certain thing and they make your character look up or whatever. I get that. I hate that, and it's just in games in general. Like, I understand that, and it sucks. So I'm very much the type that when I'm playing, I'm just want to play. Just stay the fuck out of the way and talking to the game and let me play. So I get it. But it's like, it shouldn't have took. Here's this, no. It would have been better if Infinite's first couple of corridor imprisoned hours were any good. But they're just defiantly dreadful. It's like, again, couple of hours. It's like, man, it shouldn't take you that long. And if it is, you should be out there trying to get all the collectibles and all that shit. And then if that's the case, it's your fault, not the game's. But anyway, I'll go ahead and wrap it up here though, because it's basically just more of the same. He's just complaining about it. And here's the part where he talks about the controls. He mentioned that several times throughout the article, and I agree with that completely. But anyway, it's absolutely bullshit opening. Is his closing line. Yeah, it's like, I disagree. I thought the Halo Infinite opening, it was fine. It's more like a refresher to people who've played Halo before, or kind of an introduction to those who haven't. But at the same time, it's like, if it's taking you 2 hours to get through that, something's going on. Anyway, like I said, I'll go ahead and wrap it up here. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.